Test.
Test. Test. Test. Test.
Okay, I think he got us a thumbs up. Yeah. Yours or hold the button.
Is it on or off?
Try. It's on. It should be on.
Yeah, it's on. I can hear it.
But I,
Okay. And if you go off, just remember when you go back on,
Testing, test.
when you go back off, when you come back on,
No.
you gotta hold for 3 seconds.
Testing.
Wait for 3 seconds. Just this little power button here.
it's the little thing right there.
This one there above mute.
Betsy's tempting me.
Yeah.
Is this off for now, Laura?
Testing. Testing.
Yeah, you're
Laura,
good.
is this one off right now?
So you're off now.
And
Yeah,
did
so
you-
it's this one above where it says mute, right there, yeah. There you go.
Bump, bump, bump. Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Is it muted now? Nope. They need it.
Good evening. I believe my mic's on. Welcome to our May regular session of the school board. We decided to place it here at the auditorium in Culpeper County High School because of the amount of people and the lack of parking and lack of space. So nothing we intend to do for the rest of our lives, but at least this way you can be good. Can't hear me? All right. How's this? Better? Okay, thank you for letting me know. At this time is roll call. We have all 7 members here, so we do not need to go to a necessary roll call, but all 7 are present. If you would now give us a moment of silence, please. If you would please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. The flag is on our right, your left. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Yep. All right, at this time is presentations and recognitions. Oh, sorry. It's hard to see. Okay, adoption of the agenda. Is there a motion to adopt the agenda?
I move that we adopt the agenda as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we will vote. All those in favor of adopting the agenda, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 7-0. All right, now we will go to presentations and recognitions. The 2025 VSBA Business Honor Roll. And Mrs. Hutchins is going to help with the board's presentation, and I believe Ms. Hoover was going to announce them.
Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the board, Dr. Brads. It's an honor to be here tonight to present the 2025 Virginia School Board Association Business Honor Roll. Businesses, large and small, play a key role in supporting our community and local schools. They contribute to our schools in many ways, including financial contributions, supporting extracurricular activities, offering internship opportunities, and volunteering. Local businesses have the power to shape community attitudes about our public schools, and this type of support is invaluable. The VSBA Business Honor Roll allows us to say thank you to our local businesses for their vital contributions. Tonight, Culpeper County Public Schools presents the 2025 VSBA Business Honor Roll to 3 local businesses who will receive a certificate of appreciation for their work that has aided this community in focusing on the goal of providing the best public schools that we can for every child who attends them. Our first award tonight goes to Eppard Orthodontics and Dr. Holly Eppard. Our second VSBA Business Honor Roll Award goes to a Little Magic Miniature Horse Therapy Team. And tonight we have Cheryl Bryant and the volunteer team. Thank you. And we have the Culpeper County Volunteer Fire and Rescue Association with Chief Junior Perryman. Thank you.
Student recognitions will continue with the 2025 Central Regional Art Contest awards. Sponsors Mrs. Regan Smoot and Mrs. Elizabeth Schumacher.
Good evening. I'm Reagan Smoot. I'm here with my student Juniper Grimsley, and she has won the VSBA art contest for the elementary division. I am so proud of her. This has been her first year at Pearl Sample Elementary School, and she has done such an amazing job and made already such a big impact in our art room. She's so encouraging and supportive of her classmates, and she brings so much creativity and joy to every art class. I can't wait to see what she continues to make in the future, and I'm so proud of her. Way to go, Juniper.
Come on over here, honey. Stand with Miss Smoot.
Juniper's art is what we are seeing there.
Hello, I'm Liz Schumacher. I'm here with Piper Lennon. She ended up winning for high school for the VSBA Art Award. She's a sophomore at Eastern View, and she was in our Studio 2 class when she won her CAT Award, and she did it in charcoal. Piper is an artist that it looks like she does it effortlessly, but she is actually pays attention. She looks at detail, and I was very proud of her because this is a very big award for Culpeper because they were up against a lot of other schools. So congratulations.
I will say that when we were at the event, the big question was, that's really a photo, right? And it is not. It's a charcoal drawing, which makes it even more impressive. Student recognition 2025 VHSL Class 3 Girls All-State Basketball Team, sponsor Corey Hutcherson.
Good evening. The young lady I have an opportunity of presenting is Amaya Robinson. First and foremost, she's a student first with a 3.7 GPA. She is known in the basketball community as a walking bucket. She currently holds the highest scoring game for a Culpeper Blue Devil with 53 points, and she has scored over 40 points in more than 7 games. She recently broke Keith Mr. Jennings' record that stood for 38 years. She is now the all-time leading scorer in the Battlefield District with 1,960 points. She generates a new record every time she scores. And she's on pace to become the first player from Culpeper County to ever score 2,000 points. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Amaya Robinson.
Student Recognition Virginia High School League State Speech, sponsor Dante Burns.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for being here. It's so great to have this opportunity to recognize student achievement. It is very much well-deserved. The first student I'm going to be recognizing is a freshman. That student is Madeline Bailey. Madeline this year competed in original oratory, which essentially is like a persuasive speech that's written and prepared ahead of time. These students have to submit their speeches ahead of time. They are checked for copyright. And I actually had the pleasure this year when I went to States, I actually judged in a separate class, original oratory, and these kids are really, really good. And Madeline competed as a freshman, got third at States, and that's really, really awesome. So, Madeline Bailey. The next student I'll be recognizing is a sophomore. That's Ava Marie Dawson. Ava actually went to States last year competing in prose, which essentially is just spoken word. It's kind of like a monologue is the best way I can describe it. But these past 2 years, Ava has competed and done really, really well in States. She's done really, really well in super regionals leading up to that. As a freshman, and then this year, a sophomore. I would say the vast majority of people you competed against at super regional and States were upperclassmen, yeah. No, nonchalant. Yeah, really, really good, fantastic performer. We're really lucky to have her here at CCHS, so, yeah.
At this time, student recognition will be the Virginia FCCLA Star Event. Sponsors will be Lisa Frazier down front and Leah Ali Powell.
Good evening. Thank you for the opportunity to recognize the outstanding work of Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America, better known as FCCLA. Tonight, we are proud to represent chapters from all 5 secondary schools. This past April, a combined group of 45 students and 9 advisors attended the Virginia FCCLA State Leadership and Recognition Conference. While there, students participated in general sessions, connected with peers from across the state, attended engaging workshops, and competed in STAR events. STAR events is short for Students Taking Action with Recognition. It includes over 30 competitive event categories across 3 grade level divisions. Students who placed first or second in their event and level earned the opportunity to compete at the National Leadership Conference this summer in Orlando, Florida. We will begin with CCHS and Ms. Jen Mullen.
Good afternoon. Culpeper County High School was recognized at the Virginia FCCLA Leadership and Recognition Conference for completing all 6 national programs. We received the Top Membership Award for having the largest chapter in the state of Virginia. We took 16 students to the conference, and out of those 16, 10 placed high enough, first or second, in the state to continue to nationals. In star event competitions, our students brought home the following awards. Leadership Level 3, Claire Powell earned gold medal and was second in the state. Sorry. I'll go by that. Jose, no. Job interview level 3, Jose Cruz Aguilan earned a gold medal and was third in state. Nutrition and Wellness, Level 2, Leabella Borges and Alexis Clavaux. They earned silver medal and second in state. Focus on Children, Level 2, Atlee Barber, Sydney Smith, Nadia Cratley. They earned a gold medal and were second in the state. Sports Nutrition Level 3, Madeline Karate and Lyric Powers. They earned a bronze medal and were second in the state. Job Interview Level 2, Malachi Brock Lane. He earned a silver and was first in the state. And unfortunately, I don't think he could come tonight. We are extremely proud of our students, and their commitment serves as a reminder that success comes through hard work, collaboration, and perseverance. Thank you.
Next student recognition is the Virginia FCCLA Star Event sponsor EVHS, Taylor Jamison.
Hi, good afternoon, or good evening. Eastern View FCCLA had 6 students attend the state conference this past spring, accompanied by myself and Laura Butcher, who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight. Our chapter was honored with several recognitions. We completed all 7 FCCLA national programs, earned the 600-plus membership milestone, and were named a gold-level outstanding chapter, a distinction based on our chapter's activities and involvement throughout the school year. In STAR event competitions, our students proudly brought home the following awards. Bethany Jenkins participated in job interview and earned a bronze medal. Jesselyn Gray competed in professional presentation, and she earned a silver medal. Reagan Houston participated in the teaching strategies competition and earned a silver medal. Kendall Fiskus, Michaela Hall, and Emma Redmond competed in our entrepreneurship competition, and they placed second place and earned a silver medal. We couldn't have asked for a better group to represent Eastern View FCCLA at the state level. I'm incredibly proud of each student and their hard work, professionalism, and leadership. Thank you.
Student recognition, Virginia FCCLA Star Event, CTEC sponsor, Jay Cohen.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you all for coming and supporting all of the FCCLA students from the 5 schools. I'm Jay Cohen, culinary arts instructor at the Culpeper Technical Education Center. This year, I had the honor of taking 6 students. The most I've ever taken has been 2. Because of what I'm involved in judging, I freed up some where I could bring some more. So first student, who's not here tonight, is Maddie Anderson, who actually competed in the live baking and pastry. She competed, didn't quite finish, but she competed. I give her credit for stepping out of her comfort zone and doing so well. Next person, Amelie Wagamuth, who competed in live baking and pastry. As you guys have been hearing, the scoring is bronze medal, second place. So you're kind of wondering, what does that have to do with anything? It took me several years to realize and understand the scoring. It's based on, the medals is based on a point range. And you can have a bronze medal and still be the highest scorer and finish first place. So Amelie finished second place with a silver medal. And because of her second place finish, she was able to move forward onto nationals in Orlando, Florida, and she will be representing us in Florida. Okay. Okay, my next competitor scored second place with a silver medal, and she competed in an exhibit where they did a decorated cake. They set up at 9 o'clock in the morning and had to wait all day Friday, all day Saturday to find out the results on Sunday morning. And that is Yoseli Chakba. Yoseli, again, she really stepped out of her comfort zone and competed with a decorated cake, and everybody did phenomenal. I mean, you really don't know what your students can do until you give them the opportunity to be creative and show. Okay, my next competitor competed in exhibit decorated cake. Actually, she competed in level 2. These two students did level 3. Level 3 is for seniors. Level 2 is juniors. She did the same thing. Miss Isabella Lowe, she competed. She ended up second place with a silver medal. And she's actually, because she's a junior this year and is a rising senior, she can compete again next year. And I'm looking for big things from you, young lady. Okay, the next category that I'd like to announce is I've had 2 students compete this year. One of them is here. And I was able to have competitors in this event because I'm not judging that anymore. And that competition is chicken fabrication. It's actually, you break a chicken down from a whole to all of its equal parts, and they're judged on sanitation, professional dress, uniform, and very precise cuts on the chicken. First person, Carlos Diaz, second place, silver medal. He's not here this evening, but he actually did very, very, very well. And I had a first place gold medal winner, and that would be Aaron Hong. Great job, guys, and thank you all.
Student recognitions will continue. Virginia FCCLA Star Event, CMS, sponsors Lee Powell and Corin Seeley.
Yeah, this side. So Corinne and I accompanied 14 Culpeper Middle School students to the FCCLA State Leadership and Recognition Conference in the spring. Of those 14, 10 placed first or second and secured a spot at the national conference. The CMS chapter was recognized for competing in 6 FCCLA national programs and earned the middle level 100% affiliation membership award. Our students earned the following Level 1 Star Event Awards. Emma Powell, Promote and Publicize FCCLA, first place for the 3rd year in a row, and silver medal. Do I go? Mila Presleski, Promote and Publicize FCCLA, first place and silver medal. We took a group of 6 to participate in the parliamentary procedure. Jackson Ball, first place, silver medal, and he was the president of the Parley Pro team. Nick Cook, first place, silver medal, parliamentary procedure. I should probably go around. Benjamin Hodges, parliamentary procedure, first place and silver medal. Christian Klump, first place, silver medal, parliamentary procedure. Adriana Saylor, first place, silver medal, parliamentary procedure. She also served as the secretary for this group. And the last parliamentary procedure medalist, first place, silver medal, Alex Shackleton. All of the parliamentary procedure team, this was their first year in FCCLA, and they did a really great job. I'm very proud of all of them. Focus on Children, Mackenzie Burke, silver medal. Madison McCall, Focus on Children, and silver medal. Chloe Bowling, Interpersonal Communication, first place, and silver medal.
I had the pleasure of working with Miss Cassandra Baker. Oh, she is here. Okay, she's snuck in at the end. She did a project on nutrition and wellness. She earned second place and earned a silver medal her first year. Next, we had Lillian Edwards. She did her project called Teach or Train, and she earned a silver medal. And the last award for us goes to Chloe Hunchuk for professional presentation, and she received gold medal at States.
For many of these students, this was their first experience away from home and/or their first time presenting a project to unfamiliar adults. We are extremely proud of their tenacity, their dedication, and their perseverance. Thank you.
Next student recognition, Virginia FCCLA Star Event, Floyd T. Benz Middle School, sponsor Kylie Hitt and Allison Winham.
Floyd T. Benz took 3 students to the FCCLA conference in Virginia Beach, and we received recognition for being 100% affiliated, and all of our students won silver medal in their project on Focus with the Children. I have Melissa Mendez Vasquez. No? Yes? Laika Lagarde. And Jesus Vite Ramirez.
The next student recognition is All Virginia Middle School Honors Choir, Floyd T. Benz Middle School, sponsors Mary Kidd Fleming.
Good evening. I'd like to thank Dr. Brads and our school board members, as well as Heather O'Brien, our fine arts liaison, and especially our Floyd T. Benz principal, Mrs. Kilby, and her administration for your support of the fine arts. We would not be here tonight, my kids would not be here tonight, if it wasn't for your awesome support. And Culpeper County just outdoes itself with fine arts opportunities for our kids, so we all really appreciate that. So, the following students were selected for All Virginia Middle School Honors Choir. The auditions this year set an all-time record with over 1,800 middle school students submitting recordings to be selected for this choir from all over the state of Virginia. There was a treble choir for sopranos and altos, and a mixed choir for soprano, alto, tenor, bass. In January and February, these students stayed after school and rehearsed and prepared for auditions. They had to do a recording of an a cappella ascending and descending scale and prepare a specially commissioned song for auditions. In February, March, and April, these students had after-school rehearsals to prepare 7 challenging songs, including foreign language pieces. They rehearsed together with other honor choir delegates on a Thursday and Friday in late April at the Greater Richmond Convention Center. And then they performed in an outstanding concert on Saturday morning. So I would like to recognize Ava Morris. Ava was in our treble choir, and she is a 7th grader. Imani Jackson, 6th grader, and she was also in the treble choir. William Marr. And William was our only student to be selected for the SATB mixed choir, and there was only eligible for 7th and 8th grade boys. Kamira Williams, 7th grader, and she was in the treble choir as well. And finally, Grace Clark. She's a 6th grader, and she was in the treble choir.
At this time, I would like to recognize our staff and our leadership within our schools. All these things with these students would not be occurring if it wasn't for the teachers who put in all this time. You heard them say after school. You see the type of commitment these children have, or they wouldn't have shown up for their awards. So I would like to commend the school system itself for managing to put everything possible forward for our children. And that's really what Culpeper is about. So at this moment, we'll take a little break for just a couple minutes so the award winners can leave if they wish. You don't have to leave, but I'm betting I'm going to see a bunch of you move. So there you go.
I'm getting my I know you're supposed to. Did you just go on CameraCast?
Yeah, yeah, so I'm here, but yeah, I'm seeing this in the control room. See, this is new.
Oh, that's the same thing. That's cold switch. It's the force.
That's when you do the force.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, but then on the website, yeah, I'm just getting it spinning.
Yeah, I don't
but
understand.
It's showing it happen.
Yeah.
Oh shit. And wait.
Which is approval of minutes for the 7th and 28th, payroll and payments of bills from today's meeting with the finance. Is there a motion to accept or a motion to approve these two items or the consent agenda?
Madam Chair, I motion that we approve the consent agenda as presented.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Consent agenda is approved. We are up to the teacher appreciation resolution. Mrs. Burnett, would you read that resolution for us?
I'd love to. Whereas education is a grand and powerful profession, worthy to be honored and respected, and whereas excellence in education begins in the classrooms of our nation's schools, and whereas teachers are among the professional educators who are charged with the responsibility of helping to shape the destiny of our country by training and guiding our children, youth, and adults. And whereas teachers are and will continue to be a dynamic force in the educational process, they demonstrate through their sense of purpose and dedication to their profession that they are a major source of inspiration to our students. And whereas the teachers in Culpeper County consistently document their professional competence and commitment to students through their willingness to give of their time, energy, talents, and ideas. They are to be praised for the progress of our students are making, and whereas our teachers should be deeply respected and highly recognized for the contributions they have made to our county, our state, and our nation. Therefore, be it resolved that the Culpeper County School Board salutes its teachers and expresses their deepest appreciation for a job well done. Adopted May 12th, 2025 by the Culpeper County School Board.
All right, the motion, I believe, would be from Ms. Burnett. Is there a second? Second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we will vote. All those in favor of the resolution signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Our resolution for the teachers passes 7-0. All right, at this time, we are up to approval of the Culpeper County Public Schools salary scale for 25-26. Is there a motion to accept this?
Madam Chair, I move we approve the salary scales for school year 25-26 as listed.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we will vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 7-0. We're up to the approval of supplementary scales for 2025, 2026. Is there a motion to accept?
Madam Chair, I move that we accept the supplementary scales for 25-26.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. All right, now we're up to the approval of the VSBA Policy Service Agreement, June 1st, 2025 to May 31st, 2026. Is there a motion to approve this?
Madam Chair, I move that we approve the VSBA Policy Services Agreement.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we will vote. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Passed 7-0. Approval of Title I, Part C, 2025-2026, Regional Participation. Is there a motion to accept?
Madam Chair, I move we approve the Title I, Part C, 25-26 regional participation.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Passes 7-0. We are up to the superintendent and staff reports. The superintendent's update. Dr. Brads.
Madam Chair, members of the board, I just have a few items as an oral report. First, I would like to start with a couple of thank yous. Thank you to Dr. Soderholm and CCHS for allowing us to be here this evening and his support of getting this set up today, and certainly for all of our staff to make this happen, to include, but not limited to, our Deputy Clerk, Ms. Sarah Moran, so we appreciate that. Also, a shout out and appreciation to Culpeper Media Network. They're here broadcasting this live, and it will be on for on demand later, but we appreciate them coming out to a remote location in order for us to accommodate the in excess of 120 folks that were here tonight to be able to be here with their students and support them, so we really, really appreciate that. The only other matter I'd just like to remind the board and information that we've shared, I'm just being repetitive now, but we're very appreciative to know that we received the governor signing off on the budget on May the 2nd, and shortly after that, just last week, the county approved their budget on May 6th. So those two acts moving forward with our estimated plan for spending for FY26, those actions enable us to have these items on the agenda that you just approved on the salary scales, supplemental scales, and we appreciate that very much. So happy to answer any questions you may have, but we're happy to be where we are with moving forward with the FY26 budget. Thank you.
Any board members have questions for Dr. Brads? All righty, then we will move to instruction report. MCJROTC, which is a CCHS EVHS program. Update by Mr. Hallman with Major Phillips, First Sergeant Stewart.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Brown. Members of the board and Dr. Brads, thanks for having us. Good evening, and thank you for the opportunity to share the instructional update with you. Over the past several months, we've highlighted a number of different programs and functions within the instruction department to include staffing ratios, accreditation reports, gifted education, high-quality work-based learning, the division literacy plan, an assessment update, fine arts, and the new fire program. Tonight we're going to cover a program that everyone may recognize but not know quite what happens in this program. Recently featured in the CCPS News, the Marine Corps Junior ROTC program. Tonight our guest is Major Murata Phillips. Please welcome him.
Thank you so much for inviting me to be here. So give me a quick background. I have 3 slides, and I'll talk about myself a little bit, and then Q&A at the end if you have any questions for me. So my name is Major Murata Phillips. I grew up in Boston, Massachusetts. Originally, I'm from Cambodia, so I'm an immigrant. Went to the Boston Public School, and went to college in Boston, and I joined the Marine Corps after that. I've been in the Marine Corps ever since. 27 years, love it. Don't know any other job, and I love being a Marines. My last command was at the basic school in Quantico, Virginia. That's where we train all the Marine officers, all the second lieutenants. But their journey didn't start there in Quantico. Their journey actually started at high school all across the country like this. There are 240-something MCGRTC high school all around the world, from Japan to Guam, to Hawaii, California, and in Virginia, school like this. And it's a 4-year program in high school, 4 years in college, 2 years in a commission program. So the pipeline is about 10 years before they get their commissions. So it's a long program, but it's worth it. The U.S. government spent a lot of money on these programs, and it's one of the best well-paid and one of the programs that we love. And it works it because these leaders make tough decisions around the world. They will be in remote places, they will be in difficult decisions, but they all started here at high school like this, making critical decisions, making tough decisions, and the PowerPoint you see there, they were built by students, not by instructors. Just the first slide here, I want to point out that MCGRTC is a partnership to a school, so everything we do is always in concert with the school district and school representative. And most important, the school principal. Everything we do is in support of the school. The English, math, science, graduations, and our programs supplement that. Ideally, we want to develop in good citizenship, leadership, and just all-around good citizens. So even they don't go to college, even they don't go to work, but at least when they graduate from our program and they're in your community, they're going to be a good citizen in your community. That's one of our goals. And next slide, please. So our program, on the very bottom left, the mandatory events, that's essentially every JRTC program in the world. We all do pretty much the same thing. We host a birthday ball celebration, mess night. We conduct PFT. We conduct IG inspections. But the event on the top part there, that's uniquely to your school here. So we do cadet orientations, Veterans Day, celebrations. We do all the homecoming football games, Christmas parades, graduations, and then we do a lot of competitions. We'll talk more about the competition next slide. But our daily schedule starts essentially Monday to Friday. Monday is classroom, Tuesday is physical training, Wednesday uniform inspection, Thursday is physical training, and Friday is done classroom tests and close out anything, getting ready for competition. Most of our practice exactly the same way. We built the schedule to essentially to support the school, support the parents. So all our practice end at 4. Monday is just drill team practice, Tuesday is raider practice, rifle team practice, and Wednesday is our raider team practice. Next slide, please. Unless you have any question for that slide. So the key takeaway from this slide, from this program, is number one is that we pass inspections. So for whatever reason, I don't have the background, the history yet, but we did not meet the certifications. But now we met the certification, and I'm really happy for all of you, and we'll continue to move forward from here. The program grew from 70, in the last 4 years, the program grew from 70 to 125 students and continue to grow. And we're looking at potentially may reach a 150 within the next 2-3 years. We're one of the few programs, just think about this, 240 MCGRTC around the world, but there's only 2 schools that actually have a band, and we're one of the 2 schools. And that band program has continued to grow. So every time you see cadet march in a parade, they'll always march with music, with drums, and the sound and cadence. So it's an awesome feeling to have a band to go with the cadets program. We have a 3 competitive team. What I mean by competitive, we compete against other high schools across regions, not just Virginia, but also nationally if we qualify. But you have a very, very competitive teams here. We're one of the few schools in Virginia that have an all-female Raider teams. So Raider is outdoor, go through obstacles. So if you, I don't know, I think some of you came and visit us on Saturday during the competition, but they do rope bridge, cross-country type kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but obstacle course going to the woods and stuff like that. And they have to do fireman carry, rescue injured person, provide first aid. But that's an actual competition. We actually compete from high school to high school, and we did really well. We took 3rd place in that competition, so I'm very proud of them. The senior cadets, they're attending college and high school. If you look at the stat in 2024, we got 4 cadets going to USMC, 1 National Guard. We got 3 going to VMI, 2 Virginia Techs. Matter of fact, one of them is, can I say her name here? Tallulah, which is her daughter, and so I'm very proud of her. 2 of them going to GMU and 1 at Liberty, so I'm very proud of them. As you can see, that number grew from 2022 2025, so it's a different number. We also, we do a lot of community service. The community service, we're kind of limited to essentially 2 platoon or 60 cadets, but because mainly it's just logistics and support. But we can bring about almost 120 to a lot of the events, but most of the time, these are all run by students, so the community service, we constrain them, but they do 30 hours of community service, which is a lot, in addition to everything else they do. So in competitions, and most of those competitions done on Saturday. So it's pretty packed, and these cadets, I love them. They did a great job, so I'm very proud of them. With that, I leave for Q&A. Do you have any questions for me, answer?
Any board member have comments or questions? Ms. Desalegn?
First of all, can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming. I was one of the board members that had wanted to hear from you. My husband's a retired Marine, so Semper Fi, and just thank you so much for the training that you do with the young men and women of Culpeper. It's irreplaceable, and we appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
I just want to say it's quite impressive. You're almost doubled the numbers, and that's just fantastic. Just wanted to point that out and say, wow, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, this end, anybody?
Did you want to say anything?
Thank you, thank you so much for your presentation. I'm just thrilled to see the program grow. I love I've actually substitute taught in the ROTC program, JROTC program, and it is a wonderful program for leadership and, good citizenship, and just love to see that this program is growing so well under your leadership. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Major, I also wanted to echo and say thank you. I know some of the people that originally brought this program here to CCHS, and it was quite a coup years ago in the either late 70s, early 80s, when we were able to secure a Marine Corps Junior ROTC unit here just at CCHS before Eastern View was in existence. And we have a long history, as you said, with community service and community involvement. And I'd like to, commend you for increasing the enrollment. That's great. And also, I'd like to give a big shout out to First Sergeant Stewart. He's been instrumental in working, as you know, for a number of years with the first year cadets. And so, thank you, gentlemen, for your service.
Thank you.
All right, I'll be the last comment.
After you go ahead.
Okay. I would like to thank you for the help in growing the program and seeing it become, passing its inspection again. All fabulous things. So thank you, and certainly appreciate all your efforts. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would just like to say, Major, thank you very much, you and First Sergeant, in growing the program, obviously, and just being over there for the Raider competition, the all-female team, which is an anomaly. Well, they were very impressive. They were really just hard-charging. It was just amazing. Just seeing our young people out there committing and working this hard, it's just an amazing thing to see. All of these students here tonight, but that program as well. There's so many opportunities in Culpeper County, from the fine arts to these competitions, but also to JRTC, and just appreciate your work, but not just that, your passion, your ideas, and involving community groups to help you get some of these things done. But I do notice something. I appreciate these stats. I see that you've got VMI leading the way on college placements 3 years in a row, but it's 3 and 3 and 3. So 3 years in a row, we've been stuck on 3. So we need to work on that, and
Yes, sir.
we'll talk later.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for all that you've done.
Thank
Appreciate
you so
it.
much. Yeah.
At this time, we will have the finance report.
All right. Good evening, Madam Chair, school board members, Dr. Brads. Tonight's finance update begins again with our revenues. Looking at the pie chart here, you can see our main sources of revenue is our state funding, county funding, and federal revenues. State being the largest portion in blue. If we drill into our state funding, you know it's driven primarily by average daily membership. And our cutoff, the big date, is March 31st number. So looking at our numbers here, you can see our adjusted ADM is 8,164 against a budget of 8,340 members. So that results in 176 student shortfall. What does that mean from a revenue perspective? So if we use our state share per pupil, we come up with of $7,835, we come up with nearly a $1.4 million shortfall in our budget, 1.2% on $119 million. So that's a large number. That's the largest number we've seen this year, of course. So how do we offset this shortfall? Again, our other sources of revenue is our federal, county. So the county is 100%. We know we are covered by our county. So we have opportunity to make up money with our federal programs. So we're gonna pick up some funds there, and I think our overall revenue shortfall will cut about $400,000 to $1 million. And then the rest will have to come from expenditure savings, and you'll see in our next slides how we're trending on our expenditures. So year-to-date expenditures at $90.2 million, or 76% of our budget. We're trending below last year, which is a good sign. On our food service budget, $3.8 million. It's 81% of our budget. We're trending slightly ahead, and I'll show more on this in the next slides. So this really just lays out our year. We got 2 months left here. So this is 10 months. Very consistent. You look at the month of April, it's 8%. You can see most every month, 8 to 9%, except for July. And we expect our June and July months to be, to look odd because of our 10 and 11-month contract employees. So remaining balance is 24% or 29 million. Looking at it a different way, so this is really stacking up to last year, month by month, and how it levels off overall. So our 25 trend, we're at 75.6% versus our 24 trend at 77.4%. So that's a 1.8% savings. We know we're at 1.2% shortfall on revenue. So you can see that's where we're going to make up the bulk of our shortfall. Looking at our food service, not as consistent as our school board budget, but definitely you see between 8 and 11, 12% per month. April was actually 10%. So 897,000, which is what remains. You know, we only have the month of May is left as far as serving food, but we still have labor costs to factor in June as well. How are we trending to prior year? Slightly above, like I mentioned, 0.6%, 80.8% this year versus 80.2% last year. So, you know, once again, I know it sounds like a broken record, but this was the first year we had free breakfast and lunch at our high schools. So it's definitely affected our meals. Our meal count is up year over year, even with 9 less school days this year. So that's it. Any questions?
Anyone have any questions or comments? All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I believe next up is the operations report. Dr. O'Brien.
Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the board, Dr. Brads. I'm happy to give this month's operations report. My thought was kind of a dinner and a show, but I know time is of the essence, so the show's not so much, and the dinner's now just snacks. And these snacks are the snacks that you were asking about, kale chips. I need to, above all, thank Julie Johnson from Down in Food Service, who worked on getting these together for you all tonight, so you can enjoy what I consider to be one of the best snacks that exists. It's health food, but I will warn you, you don't want to take family pictures after eating these. You'll know what I mean by that as you work your way through it. So I'm going to start with facilities and maintenance. And I know you're following along on your devices, but Floyd T. Benz, most recently, we just replaced the coolant line in the AC unit in one of the our air conditioning units, and you could also see our account for work orders in April, always a busy month. We did replace some exhaust fan motors on the roof at Farmington, again, putting an emphasis on making sure our cooling is ready for the heat of summer. In Eastern View, project that we're working on with the administrative staff there is to add an additional office space to accommodate additional staff that will be moving into the admin suite. You can kind of see where we're going to be putting that in, taking part of that waiting room area in the administrative suite. And something I know that's been on a lot of folks' minds that I've talked to over at Eastern View is about the condition of the field, that field hockey will be on pretty soon. And we did have a very good meeting with our vendor who provides support for maintaining those fields, and we think we're on the right track. I've been told that the Bermuda grass is starting to come in, and it will be a much better looking field as we get some rain and take care of it and add some of the feed to it that we plan to. Other items, CTEC did a tour of our HVAC systems, which was very good for those students to learn not just about HVAC and the confines of what's offered at CTEC, but come see it in some buildings. And above all, we exposed them to some dated systems, which was really good for them to see some of the older stuff that we still have running. We've been prepping for graduation, which includes doing landscaping and yard work, as well as all the other summer projects that we're planning for, which includes moving and supporting the prep school that's being moved to a new location. So we've offered up to assist them in that process. A big repair and coating of the roof at A.G. Richardson, which is going to buy us additional time. We're going to finish the flooring at Emerald Hill, and we're doing that VAV replacements, which has to do with the HVAC systems at Pearl Sample. And next we have food service, our meal counts, as what was already kind of discussed. Participation is up overall with our lunches. However, some of the other things still continue to trend down a little bit with our a la carte. And then you can see what our CEP percentage is that I present to you every board meeting as well. We're at 43.1%. Next is the harvest of the month that we had for April, which I wasn't inclined to get because that tends to go bad what they had recently, which was what they called Asian chicken lettuce wraps. So lettuce with some chicken and some seasoning and some flavoring. Of course, the kids liked it. Again, thanks to Julie Johnson, who worked with Joseph Parada of the Food System Specialist from Rappahannock Regional Commission that helped do that. Technology, you can see our accounts for help desk calls, our work orders. We're purchasing for summer projects, which includes the replacement of a lot of access points in a lot of our schools. We're also working with the lead ITRT to develop a support plan for Chromebook collections as we plan on collecting all the Chromebooks this year, which is something we haven't done in the past. Transportation-wise, you can see how our ridership is going. We're down a little bit over last month. You can see how many we were routing. We're still over 70%. We have a total of 12,000 routed combined. The number of field trips spiked a little bit over the previous month. We had 204 in April. And you can see our Stop Finder subscribers went up by 1, even though we're getting near the end of the year. Stop arm camera violations. Unfortunately, they were slow to give me the previous month's report. It actually was supposed to come to me today, and I still haven't received it. But I did get a report from one of our officers who told me that he reviewed 265 citations, and he told me how many he approved for 42%. But that's only one of the 3 officers who review these. So in terms of the number of citations, it was a bad month for us. But again, it was only 16 days as well. And you could see February was 16 days, and we had 257. So it's a pretty good increase. Finally, on some other items, we added another driver. So we've added 2 drivers in the last month, which is huzzah, a great thing to have happen. We have a recruitment plan for the summer, which includes radio ads and hanging some banners, as well as internal efforts. We're looking at getting coaches, for example, during the summer. It's the best time to bring some of those staff in to get trained and get their CDL. We're also routing 95% of the students who need a ride for the extended school year program that happens over the summer. So we've made a lot of good progress on that, getting ready for that to kick off. I did include a little shout out to one of our drivers, Rhonda Booth, who drives bus 49, where a member of the community actually came to the transportation office just to say how thankful they were that Rhonda Booth, bus 49, pulled over on 522 and let all these cars go by instead of continuing on, and as this community member said, trapping them behind them. So it was pretty good. Finally, our end of the year celebration. Brandon Hunt and Nate Atkinson from the technology department won the operations cornhole tournament. So if you ever see them around, you can certainly tell them congratulations. And then finally, we did the groundbreaking at CMS, and I'm very thankful and appreciative of the board being there. All of you coming out to endure that sun, as well as the Board of Supervisors in attendance, showing support for that build that is on its way. We've added some more foundation work and making a lot of progress on that. Hopefully you're enjoying your kale chips, but if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
Any comments or questions from board members?
Thank you for the kale chips.
You're welcome. I hope they're good. I like them. The cheese helps.
I have a question about the stop arm camera slide. It seems, and maybe I'm not correct, but it does seem like the approval rate has improved, gone up as far as offering or issuing citations.
Yeah, the approval rate was at 51% in February, as it shows, and then 46 in March. And right now, it's only 42%, but that's only one officer.
But I'm talking previously. It seems like to me before it was in the 30s or something, and now we're up to the 40s and 50s.
Yeah, it's gotten better.
Yeah.
And I think part of it is they're understanding where those locations are, and I think the officers are getting it better, recognizing what really is, a violation and what isn't.
Okay.
But I can't speak to their process because
Right.
it's their process.
Okay,
Yes,
thank
ma'am.
you.
Anybody else? Dr. Brandt? Oh, I'm sorry.
That's right. Do you think that the cameras are helping? I mean, we see the numbers every month, and it's like, oh, we have this many sites. Is it making a difference in safety at all?
I think over the idea of not having cameras, absolutely. Remember, the intent of this is to act as a deterrent, and I think when people do get a citation and they are charged that $250, they make a decision, well, now I know I'm not passing any more buses because I get hit with this fine. And hopefully, what do? They tell their friends, they tell their neighbors, they complain online on Facebook, and people see it and say, yeah, I better think twice before I pass a bus that has its stop arm out. Absolutely, that's my hope. It's kind of hard to judge because we didn't have data prior to putting these on the entire fleet other than the pilot we did. So I think we're making substantial ground and hopefully deterring it.
All right, anybody else? Okay.
And I would just add to Ms. Desaleg's question, the observation that we've had a number of school divisions reach out to us and ask about how it's going. And it's not about generating the fine, but it is about the deterrent. We've seen small to large divisions like Chesapeake, for example, move to this program and full implementation. So, and since then, there's been more enabling legislation at the state level for school divisions to do this. So it is a step in the right direction. We feel it's a deterrent, and anything we can do to protect our drivers and our students, any way, shape, or form, is a good thing. Dr. O'Brien, please let staff know that how much I appreciate the kale chips.
Okay, will do.
Because absolutely, positively, it is the best snack I've ever had sitting at a board meeting.
Glad to hear,
Now, I will also qualify that with, it is the first snack I've ever had at a board meeting over a few years of having a board meeting. So, but still, I've enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
Glad to hear. Thank you, sir.
All right, at this time, there are board comments. We will start with Ms. Smith.
So it's always a good night when we have to move to a bigger location because we have so many students to recognize. And I love recognizing them for sports, but the arts and the academia and the things that we recognized tonight were phenomenal. To hear that we were the largest group of FCCLA, the way that we're growing the ROTC, the MC ROTC, is really a testament to our instructors, our faculty, our administration, and so we can't say enough about how appreciative we are for that and how impressive that is.
I'll just reiterate my thanks as well, and it is very, very exciting to see all the students that don't normally get out there with the rah-rah and all of that, and to get recognized for their art and FCCLA and speech and all the other things, as well as the Marine Corps ROTC, and I think it's a great thing. I'm very proud of our school district. Thank you.
Ms. Burnett?
Thank you. I would just like to say congratulations once again to all of our honorees tonight. It was wonderful to see so many students come out and be honored, but also their sponsors. We can't forget to honor them as well. I want to give thanks to Major Phillips for his presentation. Just wonderful news and statistics there. And also, I want to thank Dr. O'Brien for the snacks, the kale chips. They are very good, tasty, a little salty, but very tasty. And also remind everybody that graduation is this Saturday at 9 a.m. at their respective schools. I can't believe it. But congratulations to everyone, and thank you so much to our school district, our staff, our admin, everyone, parents, volunteers. You make this happen. Thank you.
Mrs. Pearson?
Thank you. That's kind of what I was going to say. You know, graduation is my favorite day of the year, as I have said for many, many years, and it's really been a privilege to be part of that for so many years. And, you know, whether it's preschool graduation or, you know, signing day, enlistment day, baccalaureate, programs like tonight, it really makes a difference. And all of the people that are working hard with students on behalf of students to make school a place where students can create opportunities and build communities and have great opportunities. It's really my privilege and honor to be a part of that. And so I just want to say thank you to everybody. And graduation, like you said, is this weekend. Commencement is the beginning. So lots of new beginnings for students who are graduating, but also for students who are returning to us, maybe to new schools, and an exciting time for parents. And so I want to say thank you to them also for sending us their most precious possession, which are their children. And thank you to all the staff, for everyone who makes it possible. Happy graduation.
Ms. Baker?
I guess congratulations, like everybody has said, but I was also impressed with the idea that the Marine Corps Junior ROTC has an all-female team. And I know it may be an anomaly, but I would like to point out that present company accepted, I'm on part of a pretty good female team, too.
Well, thank you. What I would like to add to it is I'm very privileged to sit here on this board, and I'm also extremely humbled by being the chair. But I think back through the years of working in Culpeper and being on the board, and how many students we see from the plays, from the music, from the band, from every drama, you name it. And tonight we saw a great outpouring from the FCCLA. That is not an easy contest. And, you know, you saw a teacher whip middle schoolers into shape in about 3 seconds on how to line up and get their picture taken. And, you know, middle schoolers, to get them to do much of anything at this time of the year is a little impressive. So what I would like to say is, when I was here, the FCCLA, we had one teacher in a 7-period day, taught about 4 periods of the subject, and that was it. And I hired Mrs. Richards Lutz, and I just showed her and said, all yours. Go for it. And I would like to make the shout out that the people that she has in place, that HR has overseen us hiring, and people that work with these kids, think of it yourself. You're going to look at that group. Most of them are going to be going to nationals. How about going with a whole pack of middle schoolers and high schoolers to Florida in the summer, and all that you would be worried about? And it's a natural thing now. It's just what they do every year. So I would just like to say how proud I am of the school system and our board and our employees, because that is, you know, what makes Culpeper. So thank you very much. At this time, oh, Mrs. Hutchins, I went in front of you. I am so sorry. And I'm surprised you didn't shout me out.
Let you go.
There you go. All right, you're learning.
Well, there's not much left to say. I'm the last one. Barbie's usually the last one. But congratulations to everyone that we saw this evening, and all the other students out there that we don't get to recognize in their accomplishments at the end of the year, whether it is in the fine arts, whether it's career and technical. And again, as everybody has said, none of that would be possible without our staff. Our teachers and our staff, our custodians, our bus drivers, all of those make it happen and provide all the opportunities that we have for our students to excel and to reach their potential. And that's what we're all about. I mean, that's what we should be about, and we are. And I'm very proud and honored, as others have said, to be a part of this team. But we're not the ones who do it, you all are. And we appreciate everything that you've done. And everything is wrapping up, finalizing at the end of the year, and graduation's on the horizon. Thank you so much.
At this time, informational items, summary of the Culpeper County School Board committee reports are online, membership amount. Employee Appreciation Week for executive directors, and curriculum specialists are May 19th through the 23rd. Future dates of meetings, CC School Board Administration Committee will be meeting at 8:30 on May 20th at the school board office. Capital Planning will be meeting on May 21st at the school board office, 8:30. The Administrative Committee of the school board will be meeting June 3rd at 1 o'clock in the school board office. Finance Committee for the June 9th meeting, 5:15. County Administration, regular board meeting, June 9th, at the County Administration Office at 6 o'clock. Administrative Committee on the 17th, 8:30. Capital Planning on the 18th at 8:30. Finance Committee on the 23rd, 5:15 here, and then regular school board meeting follows that. So hopefully that is everything you could possibly need to know with the schedule coming up. And at this point, I will ask Mrs. Hutchins to read us into closed session.
I move that the school board convene a closed session at 7:33 p.m. to consider the following student matters pursuant to the Code of Virginia 2.2-3711A2 and a discussion of student matters of named student A and B release from compulsory school attendance due to religious exemption, and C, expulsion as permitted by the Code of Virginia 2.2-3711A2, and discussion of self-evaluation of school board members.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, we will take a break of like 7 minutes, and we will report to I believe the conference room across the way. We will not be coming back here. We'll open up that door.